Bezzy.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another video. How are you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm actually feeling pretty good. After last week and even leading into the start of this week, I was still feeling pretty like rough, nowhere near 100%. I'd say right now I'm probably at about 80%, but yeah, every day I'm feeling better. I managed to get some iron tablets, so basically, you know, I lost blood, as you guys probably know, about the third time, and so therefore I was anemic. When you lose blood, your HB, your hemoglobin level goes down, and I think hemoglobin is basically how many red blood cells you have in your body. So I obviously lost a fair amount of blood. My HB level was 110 and it needs to be 130, which is not great, and I could definitely feel it. Every time I would be like sat down and then I'd stand up, I would get the worst like head rush slash headache, like just like pounding head. Like I'd be okay if I'm sat down, but if I'm up and about moving or like walking up the stairs or even like taking Bluebell for a walk and there's a slight incline, just like the head rush was almost crippling, really. It was like I'd have to like stop and take a breather on dog walks, which is not ideal. But yeah, so my hemoglobin was like 110 this time, but there's nowhere near as bad as like the first time I went into hospital. It was like 70. So yeah, I was feeling pretty rough, but it wasn't anywhere near as bad as like the first time I went into hospital. And now I have some iron tablets which I got from the pharmacy, and that's made me feel a lot better, so I'm less anemic. Although I probably still do look fairly pale to you guys, and sorry, my white All Saints top is very creased, but I actually found this in my cupboard and I was like, oh, I like that t-shirt, so that's a nice little bonus. And another little update, got my hair cut. I decided to leave it a little bit longer than what I would usually do, and my barber actually said that a few people, a few guys are actually coming in and deciding that they want to leave their hair longer. So I feel like guys generally tend to think that they can only go for like one haircut. They need like a short back and sides or like a skin fade, but it's not the case, guys. So if you're out there, experiment, leave your hair longer. I just think longer suits me a little bit better with a slightly longer fringe, because I've got the biggest forehead you've ever seen, and obviously my eyebrows are pretty big too, so I feel like it evens it out if I keep a lot of hair on the top. Arsenal beat Liverpool, the Premier League champions, last night, and I literally just this weekend bought Sky Sports and BT Sports on the telly. I said, Megan, that's it. I've worked hard. I've worked hard for this. I deserve it. And had some friends over because Megan was out all day yesterday working in London, so I invited like 3 of the lads over, and we watched Arsenal, who are pretty terrible at the moment, beat the Premier League champions and champions of Europe. Liverpool are probably the best team in England at the moment, so that was nice. I feel like things are on the up. You know, when you feel like shit, you tend to bounce back. So you go from low and then you go to high, so I'm just enjoying being high, although I'm not high. You know what I mean. Basil has been an absolute joy, seeing these two, not these two, seeing Bluebell and Basil together, getting to know each other. How are you doing, Blue? She's been a little angel too. But yeah, seeing Basil growing up, changing each day, it's really quite impressive. In terms of looks, I think he changes daily. In terms of his personality, he gets a little bit more confident, a little bit more affectionate each day, and yesterday was really fun just looking after them two. Although it's a little bit of a handful, isn't it? Because you just can't really ever relax fully when you've got a little puppy running around. Even like if you're working, or if I wanted to play like a game on the Xbox, you can't ever fully relax. And I think actually I get a little bit anxious about him, and you know, if he like hurts himself or squeaks, it sort of makes me feel a little bit anxious, because I care about him, man. He just cares about my toes and eating them. But yeah, he's been really good. Toilet training is a little bit of a challenge. I don't think he's quite as good as Bluebell was toilet training, but other than that, he's been a little legend. I can't call you an angel because you're a boy. Well, you can be a boy angel, but yeah, he's been a little legend. He smells like wee a little bit, because he tends to roll around in his wee after he's done a wee.
Slip and slide.
Slip and slide. And he tends to wee inside, which is not great, Basil. We need to work on this, eh?
Yes, we do.
We need to take after your sister and learn how to be the perfect little doggy. They're really acclimatise into one another really well, I think.
Yeah.
They are. They're playing. I feel like playing is where they break down their boundaries and break the ice a little bit. They've been playing in the garden a fair bit.
He always tries to kiss her though, doesn't he?
Yeah, now Bluebell's got comfortable to the point where she doesn't sort of keep her distance.
Yeah.
So Basil takes that as a sign to try and kiss her.
Yeah, he tries to kiss her on the lips.
And he was like nibbling her tail yesterday, and she wasn't even fussed, to be fair. So
no.
I feel like she doesn't feel threatened. I think she's asserted her dominance completely. And now they just need to become best.
Does she?
I don't think so. Sometimes I catch her like looking if we're cuddling Basil and I turn around and Bluebell sort of, yeah, a little bit like that. But I think she's pretty good. Right, so doggy food and puppy food. Royal Canine, in case you're wondering what we feed our doggies. I think it's pretty good quality. Yeah, Basil's already turning into a little pig. Oh god, what's that there?
Is he weed?
I think he's weed. But yeah, Basil is basically already a pig. He's worked out that he gets treats from that cupboard, and he's worked out that this is his food. And he still tries to eat his sister's food after he's had a whole full bowl to himself. Basil, you need to stay away. And we're going to give Bluebell her food first. There you go. Literally, he's raring to go at Bluebell's food. Go on, Blue.
Can't get round the camera.
I just touched his wet willy. That's one thing about male dogs that no one tells you about. Their willy tends to always be wet because they're pissing all the time. And then it's literally impossible to pick them up without getting wee on your arm or your hands. It's a bit of a disgusting detail that no one tells you.
Well, no, but apparently when they're babies, it's quite far up on their belly, but as they grow older, it gets...
Yeah, I was saying, it looks like a bloody belly button. Like, how are you going to do anything with it up there?
I don't know why there's such a big flick of hair.
Yeah, what is that bit of hair as well? It's like people don't...
Girl dogs have that too.
Do they? I guess they do actually.
We're talking about dogs.
Anyways, moving on. Bluebell, good girl. Actually, Bluebell never used to eat her food straight away, but I think she feels a little bit threatened that Basil's going to eat her food. So she actually tends to eat it quicker now. And this wee has been smeared, so someone stepped in it.
Wasn't me.
Wasn't me. It's probably Basil, that's why he stinks of piss all the time. Hopefully they'll finish all their food now and then they can both get a treat together. So we're trying to train Basil to obviously wait for the treats like Bluebell does. So I feel like he should learn quicker. He's not learning with the toilet training quicker, but he should learn with... Well, he has basically learned how to sit and wait for the treats.
He's not learning with the toilet training because he loves going outside. Like, he doesn't see outside as a toilet, he just likes sitting outside.
Yeah, and because it's summer and it's kind of warm, we've always got the doors open. So I don't think he really realises there's a difference between outside and inside. Nom 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 nom.
So good at
Is that
eating.
yummy?
Some puppies aren't.
He's a pig. He tries to eat Bluebell's food after his.
No.
Now look, he's gonna go for Bluebell's. No. Bazzy, no, no, no. Bluebell, you go. Eat. Good boy. You are a little piggy. You need to stay here for a second whilst your sister finishes her food. And then you're both gonna get a treat afterwards, okay? Whoa, have you finished your food? Both of you. Have you both finished your food? You want a treat now? He's still trying to get your head out of your sister's bowl. It's not your bowl. Right, do you two want a treat? You want a treat? Come on in. Come on in, you two piggies. Are you doggies or are you piggies? Right, so Bluebell's gonna get a whirler. Bazzy's gonna get one of these little ones. These, what are they called? Wag treats. I'll give him two because they're only little. Lie down, I'm not talking to you.
It's just little messes.
Oh, look at him.
That was cute.
Sit.
Bazzy, sit.
Sit. Wait. 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 Go on in. Okay,
Wait.
hey, you need to... He knows what he's doing, doesn't he? Sit. 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 Sit.
Baby will get upset.
It's got quite a lot of...
He's got wet.
Oh, you just did it, didn't you? You touched it. Your hair.
Shut up.
Have a look at yourself.
Why is that funny? It's a style. Oh, he's slipping.
Get his wet willy away from me.
No, but where did he do it? That's my point.
Oh, God.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, he did just come inside, so he probably thought, oh, I need a wee. Let's go inside. Let's go in the kitchen where I do my wees. You little shit. You're a little shit, aren't you?
Discipline him, or otherwise he won't learn. Right, so me and Megan have just put up some plants in the gym. Megan thinks
that means the gym is 100% done. But I disagree, you see, because I think what the gym is really missing is some motivational, fitness, inspirational, quotey posters, like any good gym has, right? So when you're doing your sets in the gym, I'm gonna try and be quiet because Megan has no idea about this. It's a bit of a prank. But you know, when you're in the gym and you're just trying to get that last rep out, and then you just look up and then there's Arnie's big arms and chest there, it just helps you get that last rep in. So I thought that's what the gym's missing. So I got this one. That's the rock with a rocky quote. And then there's another quote here. And then I haven't actually opened this one yet. This is a tube, bro. Oh, it's Arnie. Oh, I thought I'd got some Arnie in there. Megan is gonna hate this. I've been making jokes about it, but I don't think she really thought I was actually gonna do it. So there you go. Work hard, train harder, dedication. So I'm just gonna put these up, and then we'll get Megan down, and we'll see what she thinks about it. Motivation and dedication is all you need. Alright, let's put them up. Nearly there, one more to go. That is Taryn Harder. Are you having a laugh? I spent good money on these bloody things. That must be a joke. I can't believe that. I'm sending that back. Taryn Harder. You had one job. Megan, I just made some small adjustments to the gym. Come and see. Yeah? Just come. I think it looks really good actually. Come and see. I really just think this is what the gym was missing, Megan. Okay, ready? Oh, you looked already. I wanted it to be a surprise.
I knew what you would do because you said you were going to do it before ages ago. That is not staying.
That looks good.
No, it doesn't.
Look.
No, it doesn't.
What?
Where did you get them from?
Amazon.
They're not actually going to stay up, you know.
What? Why?
They look awful.
I can't finish my sets without those posters.
No.
How, when I'm on that last rep and I need to squeeze it out and I don't have Arnie looking over me, how do you expect me to make gains?
Take them off, then.
What?
They're horrible.
Look, it just complements the plant so well, I think.
No.
I spent good money on those. Spent about 50 quid on that.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Shut up.
They're ridiculously expensive. I wanted to get a massive big one, but I couldn't.
No, you can't keep them.
No, but it's supposed to say train and it says Taryn. Literally, they had one job to just not make any spelling mistakes on the poster, and they didn't.
It's supposed to be a person.
Yeah.
Taryn. Who's that?
Anyways. Sounds like a tyre that's laying out. When you get a puncture on your bike. So, that workout was nice. It was a bit earlier. It's what's the time? Like 7:30 now. I worked out about 4. It was good. It was good to be back. I actually definitely felt and recognised that rush of endorphins, which I had been missing sorely. But yeah, as soon as I started lifting weights and the heart started going a little bit and I started getting a little bit of a pump in my muscles, I felt sort of elevated, a little bit happy. So that was really good. It's Thirsty Thursdays. I don't know if you've clocked on, but I always vlog on a Thursday, sometimes Thursday and Friday, but it's Thirsty Thursdays. So cheers, cheers, cheers to good health, he says as he's drinking a gin. Talking of good health, yesterday I made a vegetable chili, which I have posted. Well, I posted part of it. I did a meatball chili on my Instagram page, so I took the meatballs out because I didn't have any meat, and I made it a veg chili last night and I tried it, and it was absolutely amazing. And I don't know, maybe just like it's a mental thing because I've been in hospital recently. I keep mentioning that I've been in hospital recently, and it must be getting really sick of it. But I'm craving like veg at the moment, so this veg chili is absolutely amazing, and I did want to include a recipe because I haven't showed you guys recipes on my YouTube in a while. So cue the cooking segment music. I need like a little jingle. Cooking with Niall. Dun, 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 dun. Oh no, that's the Christmas thing, isn't it?
Intro.
Yeah, loads of veg. This recipe is going to be awesome, so check it out.
Basil on top.
With a bit of basil.
Yeah, I'll hear what's there.
So, as I said, meat-free vegetable chili con carne. I tried it last night and absolutely loved it, and I thought, oh, I need to share this with you guys on my vlog. One thing that I find with meat-free recipes is that they're actually simpler. They tend to take less time to cook, and they're simpler to make. And we're going to put a load of beans in, so I don't actually have the beans yet. Megan's going to go get the beans. Once the beans are in, that's going to add a fair amount of protein, so we're still getting a good amount of protein even though there's no meat in there. Just a quick overview of the ingredients. I've not done a cooking tutorial in ages, so I might be a little bit rusty, but bear with me if I am. So, a load of peppers. So it could be like 2 big bell peppers. I used some small red sweet peppers, so I used about 3 peppers in total. You just want a load of peppers, and because there's no meat in it, we're basically, if you're thinking about the textures, we're not going to have any chewiness from any meat, so you need to think about what's going to give you a nice crunch, a nice bite in your mouth. And that's going to come from the peppers, and it's also going to come from the onions. So I've just got 1 white onion, peppers as I said, and then I've got about 3 cloves of garlic, which I've chopped very fine with my nice sharp knife, which I've not cut myself on yet, which is pretty good for me. And then the next vegetable, and this is quite important, so I haven't chopped this up yet, so it's a chili. So you could use any old chili, but one thing that I found whilst using this Scotch bonnet chili, which is a specific type of chili, known for its heat and also known for its flavour. That's the one thing I found like really interesting yesterday. It brought such a sort of distinct flavour to the chili. And as I said, my friends were over watching the football game, and he had a little bit, and he said, "Oh, that tastes really good." It's quite spicy, right? So I'm going to try and take all the seeds out, because obviously Megan doesn't like spice. I can deal with the spice, but I don't want to upset Megan. So I'm going to chop this up, try and remove as much of the seeds as I can, because that's going to remove as much heat as you possibly can. And then hopefully we'll just be left with a little bit of heat, but mostly that fantastic flavour from that Scotch bonnet chili. So I think you can buy them in pretty much any big supermarket, and I would definitely recommend, especially if you're a heat freak like me. You'd probably want to leave all the seeds in. Also, these have been in the fridge for a while, so I'm wondering, I'm not sure, maybe someone can educate me on this in the comment section, but if a chili is a bit older, does that mean that the heat is going to be more intense? I can literally, oh God, I can smell the heat, but it's also that flavour and that fragrance. I love it. Oh, it's got my taste buds tingling. And then in terms of spices, which is where the main sort of flavour is going to come from, I guess, we're going to go with a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of coriander, and a teaspoon of smoked paprika. It could be normal paprika, but smoked paprika works lovely in a chili. One thing I forgot to mention about the way I've cut these onions and peppers, leave them nice and thick, big, thick, sort of rustic, rough chunks of onions and peppers, because we want a nice big juicy thing to chew on in our mouth. Now we're ready to get frying. So about a tablespoon, maybe a little bit more of olive oil in there. So bring that up to a good heat, and then we're going to add all of the onions and peppers to the pan, get them sizzling away. A little bit of seasoning. Okay, so once the red peppers and the onions have been frying for about 10 minutes, you're going to start to see maybe they'll become a little bit charred if the heat is high enough. and they're definitely softened up by now. And that is a good time to put your chilli and your garlic into the pan. Oh god, that chilli gets up your nostrils, it really does. I took the seeds out, so hopefully it's not going to be too spicy. Okay, so now it's time to add the spices. I'm going to take this dish to Flavour Town. I'm never saying that again. Right, now it's time to add the spices. So a teaspoon of each. Coriander, smoked paprika, and of course, cumin. Give it a good stir. Just be quiet, I'm just trying to do a little cooking tutorial. Just teaching them how to make a chili, and you're being a bit distracting. He's trying to get up on the sofa. He's very strong-willed for a puppy. I'm not liking it. Well, I am liking it, but compared to Bluebell, complete polar opposite. Anyway, spices are in. Just gonna add a tiny bit of water. That's just gonna help the spices release their fragrances. And I've got Scotch bonnet up my nostrils again. Look at that. Looking and smelling amazing. I've got my bean girl. This is Scotch bonnet chili. Look. It's right up your nostrils, isn't it?
Got cannelli and red.
Cannellini. That's fine. Okay, so now add a tin of chopped tomatoes, give it a good stir, and then you just want to leave the tomatoes to cook down for about 10 minutes. Thirsty Thursdays are well underway in the Kirkland household. It will be soon though. Is that Scotch bonnet up your nostrils? Yeah. Right, look. Look.
Yeah, we can see.
Yep. The tomatoes cooked down a little bit. Now, we've got a lot of beans here. Might be too much beans, but fuck it. All them beans, so cannellini beans and red kidney beans. You could use any type of beans you want. I was actually thinking the other day, well earlier, what about a baked beans chili? Would you think that would... baked beans and
yeah,
chili?
I think that would work. Be nice.
And then I've got a mug of veg stock, so 1 vegetable stock cube diluted in boiled water. Make sure you don't get any of that stock cube left in the mug. It's quite easy to do that. And then give it a good stir. Bring it up to a simmer. Lid on, and then in 10 to 15 minutes you're gonna have a delicious vegetable chili. Emphasis on the word chili. Look at that. Pick it up. You're so lazy. You're the laziest camera woman
I
I've
know,
ever
I
seen.
literally don't bother with mine. I just put it on the side.
Look at it. Ooh. The beans are inspired. This is going to be a little bit spicy, Megan, but I feel like I want you to appreciate the taste. Bluebell's eating her food and Bazzy's watching like a vulture. She's like the vultures out of, what is that? Lion King?
Yeah, Lion King, I think.
A little bit of red Leicester just because it's what we've got in the fridge. On top.
I want more than that. Lots for me.
Okay, because... you can do that after. Come on. A little bit of Greek yogurt. So if it is a little bit spicy for you, the Greek yogurt is going to counteract.
Pile it on mine, please.
That. So which one's yours? This one?
If you want.
Right, so I'm going to give Megan a little taste. Plenty of Greek yogurt on there. Bit of rice. It's just served on basmati rice, by the way.
No. But it's nice.
It's not. Can you taste that chili?
I don't know much about chili, but I think it tastes nice.
Yeah, I love the taste. Like I made this yesterday. I think I'm addicted to that Scotch bonnet chili. Anyways, that's me done for today. Chili recipe, puppy update, health update, feeling a lot better. Oh, I haven't even mentioned to you guys that I'm booked in for my operation in August. It's not too far away basically. So NHS stay true to their word and they prioritise me, so I will be going in for my operation. It's just a little keyhole surgery, so nothing like too major. I will have to go under, which I'm a little bit anxious about, I guess, because it's just a bit of a weird thing to do.
Wait. Go on then. boy. His face is like this.
No, he doesn't have any jaw, does he? Yeah, so operation booked in for not too long away, so that's really, really good. And I probably won't be in hospital again before then. It tends to be like every 3 or 4 months I bleed, so yeah, I'm really happy about that. I'm feeling really good, and I'm actually really excited to just get back into work next week. This week I was still feeling a bit crap. Weird. Yeah, but next week I'm super motivated to start like working out and bring the recipes to you guys, and I'm actually excited to work.
Good.
Good. Anyways.
It's like a...
It's right. I always finish my vlogs here, I don't know why. Anyways guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.